Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 132b, top of the page, with the words Umikule Ksuba Shanukan. And the sages taught here one of the leniencies that apply to a marriage contract. This manner in which the wife loses her right to receive payment of her marriage contract is a leniency for the husband, as an ordinary creditor does not lose money he is owed in this fashion. Tanan, Rabbi Yossi Omer, Im Kabbalah Aleha, Afal Pi Shelo Kasavla, Ibda Kesubasa. Niklal de Tanakama Sofer, Ksiva Kabbalah Bai. The Gemara questions this statement. We learned in the same mission that Rabbi Yossi says that if she accepted the distribution upon herself, even if he did not write a document granting her any amount of land, she has lost her right to receive payment of her marriage contract. By inference, it can be stated that the first Tana holds that both his writing a document granting her a piece of land and her acceptance of the distribution are necessary for her to lose her right, contrary to the interpretation of all three Amoraim, Rav, Shmuel, and Rabbi Yossi, son of Rabbi Chanina, all of whom assumed that she need not affirmatively accept the distribution, and that her silence is sufficient. Tanya, Rav Yehuda Masai shehoysa sham v'kibla aleha, aval hoysa sham v'lo kibla aleha v'lo hoysa sham lo yudek subasa tiyuf v'dechuluhu tiyufta. And if you would say that the entire Mishnah is the opinion of Rabbi Yossi, who holds that either the husband's writing of a deed of gift or the wife's acceptance of the distribution is sufficient, but isn't it Tana Branta that Rabbi Yehuda said, according to the first Tana, when does she lose her right to receive payment of her marriage contract? In a case where she was there at the time of the distribution and accepted it. But if she was there but did not accept it, or accepted but was not there, she has not lost her right to receive payment of her marriage contract, as she can claim that her acquiescence was only to please her husband and was not sincere. The Gemara concludes the refutation of the opinions of all the interpretations of the Moraim is indeed a conclusive refutation. Amar le Rav Rav Nachman, Harav Hashmuel, Harav Yossi, Rabbi Chanina. Mar, my svir le, Amar le, Shani Omer, Kivan Shas a Shutaf, Ben Abanim, Yibdak Subasa. Rav said to Rav Nachman, this is the opinion of Rav, this is the opinion of Shmuel, and this is the opinion of Yossi, son of Rabbi Chanina. What does the master hold in this matter? Rabbi Nachman said to him, as I say, that once he rendered her a partner in the property among the sons, she lost her right to receive payment of her marriage contract. It Marnami, Amar Rav Yosef Bar Miyumi, Amar Rav Nachman, Kivan Shas Shutav Ben Abonim, Ibduk Subasa. Rav Nachman's opinion was also stated as a halachic ruling. Rav Yosef Bar Miyumi says that Rav Nachman says that once he rendered her a partner in the property among the sons, she lost her right to receive payment of her marriage contract. Boiravo, Bevari Hayech, Miamrian Rishchimira, who the other Leslie Vikamachalo, Al Vivari the Savra Hadarkani, Oitumahashtamihas, Leslie, take. Rava raises a dilemma. In the case of a healthy person, what is the halacha? Do we say that the wife loses her right to receive payment of her marriage contract only in the case of a person on his deathbed, as she knew that he had no other property and nevertheless waived payment of the marriage contract. But in the case of a healthy person, she might have reasoned that he will then acquire other property from which she will be able to collect payment of her marriage contract, and that is why she accepted the distribution of the property. If so, she did not waive her right to receive payment of her marriage contract. Or perhaps should be reasons that since in any event now he has no other property, her acceptance should be interpreted as waiving her right. The Gemara concludes the dilemma shall stand unresolved. Ahu de Amar Luhu Palgal Libras Upal Libras Vatilta Liitas Beperi Ikla Reb Nachman Lesura Ulgabe Chizda Amarle Ki Hai Gavne Mai Amarle Achi Amar Shmuel Afilu Lo Hiknela Ela Dekel Echa Leperoisav Ivda Kesuvasa. There was a certain man on his deathbed who said to the people surrounding him, "Give 1/2 of my estate to my daughter, and 1/2 to my other daughter, and 1/3 of the produce to my wife." Rabbi Nachman happened to come to Surah. He entered the study hall to see Rav Chizda, who said to him, in a case like this, what is the halacha? Rav Nachman said to him that this is what Shmuel says: even if he transferred to her ownership only one palm tree for his produce, she has lost her right to receive payment of her marriage contract. Amar le Amor Damar Shmuel Hasam Dakani le Gufa de Ara Hacha Perehu Amar le Mitaltli Kamart Mitaltli Vade Lo Kamar Amina. Rav Chizah said to him, say that Shmuel said his statement that she loses her right there in the case where he gave her a palm tree for its produce because he transferred rights in the land itself to her ownership, as the palm tree is connected to the ground. But here, in this case, it is only produce that he gave her without any share in the land itself. Perhaps she does not lose payment of her marriage contract. Rav Nachman said to him, you say that he gave her only movable property? I certainly did not mean to say that she loses her right even if he gave her only movable property such as produce. Rather, she receives payment of her marriage contract. Ahu damar lahu tils levras v'tils levras v'tils leitas shchi b'chad mimena savar al l'shakle el tlasa. There was a certain man on his deathbed who said to the people surrounding him, give 1/3 of my property to my daughter, and 1/3 to my other daughter, and 1/3 to my wife. One of his daughters died before he did, and her portion consequently returned to his possession. Rav Papi thought to say that the wife takes only 1/3. She cannot receive payment of her marriage contract from the 2/3 bequeathed to the daughters, as by entering in partnership with the daughters in ownership of the property, she waived payment of her marriage contract.